It's always some little shit with OBS.
So on this channel, I have at this point covered the power scaling of both One Piece and Naruto multiple times. However, pretty much every time that I have, I put them up against Dragon Ball characters, and
Yeah,
unsurprisingly, they lost. Even
you know what I'm saying? Like it'd be more interesting to see like Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece go at it. The big three.
if it was close. So today, I thought I'd finally
Hmm.
share my personal opinions on probably the biggest
Baby girl, Yamato. RP my nigga. That's about this. Hey, this been my nigga since day one. This been my nigga since day fucking one, bro. But yeah, if I was in this verse, just give me a hockey. Just give me a hockey. It ain't gotta be conquerors hockey. You know what I'm saying? If I by miracle I had that shit, hey, cool. Just give me a hockey. Just teach me how to use hockey. That's it, bro. I don't give a fuck about no devil fruit. You know what I'm saying? Unless this is like a legit good one. It gotta be like a legit good one, bro. I can't have some of these boof ass fucking fruits, man. These powers, bro. I can't have that shit, bro. I can't. And then of course Naruto, bro. You gotta give me these eyes off. You gotta give me these eyes, bro. Oh god, I have to be an Uchiha. It just is what it is, type shit. But well, the dark emo shit, because all you motherfuckers got problems. Most of you niggas got problems. Except for Shinsui. Shinsui look like he was the what I'm saying, the most normalest fucking other Uchihas, bro. On God. But yeah. And also, nigga get lucky. The tail beast. It ain't gotta be Kurama. It could be the four tails. Cause I think that nigga look clean as hell. Or two tails. Two tails look clean too. You know. But yeah.
debate when comparing these two massively popular anime franchises, Naruto versus Luffy. As both of them are part of the legendary Big Three, it's inevitable
Not
that
today,
the two
buddy.
of them are going to be compared, and it's a still constantly developing debate to this very day, as technically both of their stories are still ongoing, as One Piece pushes well beyond 1,000 chapters, and the universe of Naruto.
Yeah, but at the same time, Naruto got nerfed though. You know what I'm saying? And he sealed the way too. I don't know, cause I have not been keeping up with Blue Vortex. I don't know if they got release him and Hinata. But yeah, and he sealed up too, so bro got nerfed. Granted, he's still OD. He's still a top tier nigga. Bro got stage mode. You know what I'm saying? Stage mode potent. You know what I mean? But he ain't what it used to be, bro. He ain't got Kurama. He ain't got six pass powers. I don't know why they took the ball shit from him. That shit's so stupid. I ain't know why they wrote that shit away like that. That shit's so stupid. But Sasuke get to keep his Rinnegan. That's so stupid to me. Anyway.
Continues on with Boruto. Now that it's the big year of 2025, who definitively wins between the strongest Hokage in history and the future Pirate King? Let's get into it. If you like this kind of stuff, make sure to like, subscribe,
I
and
love
let's
this kind of
jump
stuff.
right in. Now, for this video, so that we are all on the same page, I will be using the respective canonical peaks and power between both Naruto and Luffy. For Naruto, this would be his adult self in both Sage of Six Paths mode and Baryon mode during Boruto, and Gear 5 Luffy as of the most recent chapter, which is like 1,140 something.
Gear 5. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That OST, that doom 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 doom, them drunk. Hey, that shit was lit. I ain't gonna cap. But that nigga was off one, low. He was off one. But anyway, let me stop pausing.
Something as of writing the script. As this channel is a Dragon Ball channel, first and foremost, I hope I can act as a mostly neutral party in this debate. I have no investment or agenda or personal preference for either Naruto or One Piece. So now let's firstly start by taking a brief look at both Luffy and Naruto before the respective time skips, just so we can get the lowest possible baseline before starting on their more serious scaling. Both Luffy and Naruto experience massive jumps in power throughout both stories, so being stronger early on does not necessarily mean that they are automatically going to win later down the line. Starting with pre-timeskip Luffy, his base form was already at city level of power via his feats near the end of Skypiea, with both flurries of punches and individually fully charged up punches being able to disperse massive cloud formations
this show has come a long way. Look how it used to look, bro. I remember that WB opening, man. Yeah, hey, that shit was lit though. That shit was lit. But then years later, when I heard the actual opening for that shit in Japanese, I was like, oh, this shit not as lit. But yeah, no, visually though, man, quality wise, this show has come a long way, dude. Like, man, like Wano, and you know what? Not even Wano, low key. Even before Wano, what's the shit with Big Mom and her island and shit? I forgot the name of that arc, but her arc too, low key. You could tell the quality was getting up there. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Formations and ring a gigantic metal bell. While Luffy never does a feat more impressive than this for the rest of pre-timeskip era, we do know that he gets stronger. Even if his base form somehow remains the same, he does create and begin to use gears 2 and 3, which further increase his power. There are a few misconceptions with the gear 2 multiplier stemming from both a dubious canonicity movie and a mistranslated databook scan. But either way, the most reliable method is going off story
boxing, bro.
Luffy can match Blueno with a power level of around 800, and then with Gear 2 can match Lucci with a Dorky power level over 4000, making Gear 2 approximately a 5 times multiplier. With this, you can maybe justify Luffy finishing pre-timeskip with a mountain level power, at least when using his strongest Gear 2 or Gear 3 punches. Meanwhile, for Naruto, even before the matches of the Chunin exams, he was able to output town level strength when he one-shot Orochimaru's giant snake with a small QB chakra amp. At the absolute worst, he would be 10 times stronger than this in his one-tail state, as it's comparable to Sasuke's 10 times chakra multiplier Curse Mark II state. You can get Naruto higher if you think from sheer chakra quantity he should be comparable to early Jonin level characters, which could potentially get him into the city and mountain level ranges. As for speed, both of them are oddly comparable. Both Luffy and Naruto have frankly pretty bad but frequently cited light speed arguments from Haku and the Noro beam respectively, neither of which I think are light speed feats. More consistently, they both can react to and fight lightning timers, with Luffy literally being able to dodge Enel's lightning, with Naruto being faster or as fast as Chidori users who can literally cut lightning. So who wins at this point? Probably Luffy. He is more consistently in that mountain tier of power than Naruto is, so he would probably just overpower him with a big fist, especially since it's way easier for Luffy to use Gear 2 and 3 than it is for Naruto to use the one-tail state. So Luffy gets a W, but this was just the warm-up round. So let's move on to their full powers and the real match. Starting with One Piece once again, as Luffy has unlocked Gear 5, defeated Kaido, and become a Yonko, the potential scaling range arguments for him have kind of...
My nigga really a Yonko, bro. I forgot that shit happened at the end of that arc, man. Granted, it will want to happen. The nigga beat Kaido. Granted, you know, everybody involved in that fight was fighting for their goddamn life. Until, all the way to that, after that, you know what I'm saying? Until that invasion started, bro, they pulled up on Kaido. Them niggas fighting for their life, bro. Big Mom and Kaido was not the ones to be fucked with, bro. They was Yonkos for a reason, bro. Them niggas fighting for that. Kid and Law? Them niggas want cause of plot. Them niggas. Big Mom was dog walking them niggas, man. Oh my god. And Kaido. You know what's crazy? Niggas was getting licks. Niggas was getting licks, bro. You know what I'm saying, on Kaido, bro. The samurai, they got the lick, they got their lick on Kaido. You know what I'm saying? Even my nigga Zoro, man, that shit he did to that nigga was cool. Crazy. Big Zoro, I was like, my nigga. But you know what I'm saying? Like, he still kept getting back up. Nigga kept fucking going between dragon, humanoid form, and shit like that. It's like, bro. That shit, oh my god, bro. Nigga was fighting for their life. And you know what's crazy? You already know it was gonna be ignorant when the first time this nigga Luffy fought Kaido, when that nigga hit that nigga, bro. I still think about that damn shit. I love, bro. Put Kaido in the fighting game, he will be my main. You know what I'm saying? You put Zoro and Kaido in the fighting game, those two niggas, it could be a Jump Force equivalent, but you know, like fighters or some shit like that. I don't know. But yeah, them niggas will be my main. Oh man. Wano was ignorant. Wano was ignorant, bro. I cannot wait to watch Egg Island though. No cap.
expanded exponentially. Pretty much all the higher end arguments revolve around one of the former Yonko and the strongest pirate in the world, Whitebeard, who through his earthquake generating devil fruit is stated capable of destroying the world. To determine
give me some shit like that. I'll happily take a that. I'll happily eat that fruit. I don't need to swim anyway. I don't need to swim. Fuck the water. I don't need that shit.
How strong this feat is, it spills over into calculations for the actual size of the planet in One Piece, especially pretty obviously it is not the same as our Earth, and
no,
frankly
it's not.
is probably larger. However, the main issue is that there is no objectively correct answer for how large the planet is, and frankly it's pretty arbitrary determining the method you want to use, especially when the answers can range anywhere from a couple times larger than the Earth to being several times larger than the Sun. However,
nigga, what? Either way, it's still bigger than our planet. You know what I'm saying? Which I like. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, bigger the planet, more explorations. You know, more exploration and whatnot. You know, more lore and shit like that. You know? So, yeah.
However, being realistic, I don't think Whitebeard's statements, if current Luffy scales them at all by just having a similar title to him, are being hyper-literal. Whitebeard's power is to create earthquakes, and simply no amount of shifting tectonic plates would ever destroy a planet. I think more reasonably, the world in this instance is referring to society, and that Whitebeard could cause earthquakes throughout the planet like we see, and essentially destroy civilization. This would put Newgate and potentially all Yonko tier fighters.
Also, you know what? I'll take Falco's shit too. Nigga, Phoenix, bro. I'll take Falco's devil fruit too. Or Ace. Yeah, Ace though. Duh. Ace of Logia. Duh, I'll take Ace shit. And damn day of the week. Also Kaido. A celestial drag. That nigga a dragon. I'll take that shit, bro. You know what I mean? Cause Momo, oh my god, Momo, bro, that whole little shit of Momo trying to do that shit was pissing me off. Anyway,
multi-continental to moon level in power. This actually is super consistent with other feats and calculations, as the strongest attack we've seen Luffy use up to this point, the Gear 5 Bajirang gun, is calculated almost identically to Whitebeard's feat, putting the peak of Luffy's power from multi-continental to, once again, moon level. Just like for attack potency, there is a massive potential range of speed for One Piece characters, mostly due to the oddly contradictory way light speed has been treated in the story.
Too slow.
Several attacks earlier in the story have been stated or implied to be light speed. We have
like,
one
who
of
think he
the
is, bro?
fastest guys in the verse,
oh my
Kizaru,
god, this
being a
bitch
guy
ass nigga.
literally made of light, who is constantly being called the speed of light, and Luffy is only just now contending with him in speed and power. So I'm totally fine
get to that
putting
shit
Luffy
yet.
as faster than light, but to say he's like thousands or millions of times faster than light seems kind of just blatantly contradictory to what is actually being displayed on screen. As for abilities,
that
Luffy's
powers,
for the most part, are neatly sorted between the powers from the Gomu Gomu no Mi and his Haki powers. With Gear 5, which is essentially his go-to form in major fights, Luffy's body acts like a cartoon character's would, not only able to make himself bend and shapeshift in an animated way, but also influence the world around him in a similar fashion. This doesn't make him invincible, obviously, as he can still be damaged and run out of energy in this state, but it does mean that he is incredibly hard to kill or put down. On the other side of powers, we have Haki, which has three types: Conqueror's, Armament, and Observation Haki.
Goddamn right.
Luffy is at the advanced level for all three. This most importantly allows him to use Observation to not only predict movements, but briefly see into the future, Armament to not only enhance his physical stats, but also directly attack the internal parts of his opponent's body, and finally Conquerors, which he can use to knock out people with low willpower, and also literally weaponize into his physical strikes. Will this be enough to beat Naruto? Let's get into it. Now, when it comes to the power of Naruto,
saying, bro.
Just like Luffy,
just give me Haki, bro. That's all. I've been said that shit too. And then when they dropped the bomb that this nigga, my god, I had no brain fart. Oh my god, what the fuck? The last king of the pirates. What? I can't think of his name. Oh my god. But anyway, when Kaido said that nigga did not have Gold Rogers, there we go. God damn. Anyway, wake up, brain. When he said that nigga did not have a devil fruit power, he was all Haki cup. I was like, that just solidified my decision. Legit. I don't need no damn devil fruit. Unless it's some crazy shit. It gotta be some crazy shit. Or some cool shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, all you did is Haki. And if your shit is red, hey.
Luffy, there is a massive range of power that Naruto can be scaled to. Just like with Whitebeard, there are unqualified statements in the verse of planet destroyers like Kurama being able to reduce the world to ash. But once again, I think this is referring to society and isn't actual proof that Kurama's power is like large planet level or something. As a consistent baseline for high tier characters weaker than Naruto, there are multiple different moon level feats near the latter end of the story. Hagoromo both created the moon and then threw it into space, and later on Toneri was once again able to move the moon while also being able to slice it in half. These feats have various calculations that put it anywhere from moon level, obviously, to potentially planet level in range. As Naruto just scales above the Sage of Six Paths and literally one-shot Toneri, I think it's safe to say he scales to this level of power as well. Beyond this, of course, is Kaguya's notorious Eternal Truth-Seeking Orb, which was going to destroy a space-time which at bare minimum contained a star. Now, while Naruto does not scale to this attack directly, he does
fighting the goddamn
Kaguya
in that damn show,
being able to fight and overpower Toneri, Momoshiki, and Ishiki, who are all relative to or stronger than Kaguya. So I don't think it's unreasonable to say he scales to this attack at least partially, especially when Kaguya herself was able to absorb it and grow exponentially more powerful because of it. Onto speed, there are multiple attacks throughout the series that are outright referred to as light speed that either Naruto himself or characters weaker than Naruto have reacted to or dodged. Unlike Dragon Ball, it's really hard to quantify the difference in speed between, say, adult Naruto and sick Itachi, but I think it's fine to say that Naruto is well beyond faster than light. For abilities, Naruto is relatively simple, but most of the time his game plan involves overwhelming you with hundreds of clones and using various Rasengan variations. Of course, beyond this, he has the benefits of Sage Mode, the Kurama Avatar, and a handful of...
If they was to do this shit in the show... If they was to do this shit in the show, bro, oh my god, bro, this shit was lit, bro. Put Naruto that shit one time in the show, man. Oh, my niggas would have spazzed out. Niggas would have spazzed the fuck out. Even Sasuke, if Sasuke was there, any one of his damn ultimates in the damn show, oh my god, niggas would have went crazy, bro.
Other jutsu he uses sporadically. So with all that being said, who wins this? Now, I am somewhat disappointed when a versus matchup gets entirely determined by power and nothing else, but for the most part, that is unfortunately the case here. Luffy's pretty reasonable moon level scaling puts him in the same tier of power as characters that Naruto is capable of literally beating in a singular punch when not even in his strongest form. Of course, Luffy does have higher scales, but again, so does Naruto, whose higher ends are
I ain't watched none of this shit yet.
Supported and less reliant on calc.
Oh my god, wait, oh my god, bro. Wait, oh my god, bro, what's this?
While Luffy has probably a more varied defensive kit, I think Naruto, even though it's seemingly simple, has a more varied offensive toolkit and one that is frankly vastly stronger in pure power. So yeah, until we see Luffy make a fist the size of a planet or start dribbling the sun like a basketball, I think Naruto takes it. If he made it this
Lord have mercy, he does that. Jesus, who the fuck is he gonna be fighting for that? To do some shit like that? You know what I mean?
This far, thank you so much for watching. As always, thank you to my members for supporting the channel and who got to see this video early. And if you disagree with my takes, let me know how I was wrong in the comments down below.
Naruto! Got the W. Alright, Naruto. Alright. Yeah. And granted, One Piece is still going on, so this shit could change like in a year or two from now. You know, One Piece still going on. So unless Luffy, then he did say that was his peak power, but unless he learned some new shit within Gear 5, then it's like, okay, you know. Or if Naruto, that was at his peak power. You know what I mean? Unless he get like a new power up or some shit, I don't know. I have no idea. That nigga, I hope. That nigga got hope. Cause I have not been reading Blue Vortex, because I know they're gonna animate that shit sooner or later. You know, the anime will come back, but when? Who knows? Who fucking knows? But when it does, I think niggas about to go crazy. It's about to go shit. The shit I do know of that they were doing in that show, I was like, oh, okay. I'm not gonna be reading this shit. Like, nope. It's definitely gonna get animated. Hell nah. But cause if Bleach could come back, you know what I mean? Anything's possible. Anything's possible. So yeah. But shout out to my nigga Naruto, man. Hokage type shit. The strongest Hokage at that. You know what I mean? Loki is still, even without Kurama, that nigga still clapping up Gara. Gara ain't shit. Still clapping up Darby. He ain't shit. Baby girl from the Stone Village. He ain't shit. Nigga from the Hidden Mist. He ain't shit either. He's still clapping all these Hokages. You know what I'm saying? With or without Kurama. Dead ass. That's crazy. That is crazy. Low key, that Momoshiki fight proved that anyway. He did the best against that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And his base form. Everybody else got blitzed. Everybody else got blitzed. Anyway, let me stop. But yeah, Egg Island, cannot wait to watch that shit, because I know niggas been saying the animation for some of these fights was going crazy, and just seeing them, these little clips, I'm like, oh, hold on. My dream game for both of these franchises, bro, because they both can have it, bro. It's like a big ass open world RPG, character creation, you feel me? Either or, you know, you can make it, you know, and multiplayer too, I guess, a little bit. You know, play with your friends. One Piece side, build your crew up. NPCs, you know what I'm saying, along the way, make your story. All your friends, you know what I mean, sitting across that big ass planet, all that water, East Blue, this, that, and the third. You know, Devil Fruit, maybe hockey, all that. Naruto, pick your village, your clan, this, that, and the third. That's my dream games for both these franchises, bro, because they could do so much more with that shit, but they choose not to. But anyway, I'm yapping. Thank you for watching. You guys enjoy this reaction, man. Let me know in the comments down below. And let me know who y'all got, bro. Y'all agree with this list, this outcome, or not. For me, I'm not in particularly biased between Naruto or One Piece. I love them both, so I have no stake in this. You know what I'm saying? It seems like our boy Naruto got that shit. So yeah. Alright, go to 3K. You know, subscribe, hit the bell. Probably on Patreon, Twitch, and the gaming channel. Link in the description down below. I think I'm gonna do One Punch Man season 3.